Islam. Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, through Ali. Amen. Please all remain standing. I give praise to Allah, the Father of the universe. I give honor to the noble prophet, Drew Ali, founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I give honor to Brother Marcus Garvey, forerunner to the prophet. I give honor to our past leaders of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Brother C. Curtin Bay, Brother F. Nelson Bay, Brother J. Blakely Bay, and Brother Harlow Bill. I give honor to our President, Grand Sheikh, and leader and moderator, Brother R. Jones Bay. I give honor to all elected officials of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I give honor to all grand governors, assistant grand governors, grand sheikhs, assistant grand sheikhs, sheikhs and sheikhs in the Moorish Science Temple of America. I give honor to all things that the prophet brought for the uplifting of fallen humanity. Salvation. Our God unity, the Moorish Science Temple of America. Divine Constitution and Bylaws, Act 1. The Grand Sheikh and the Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is empowered to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Assistant Grand Sheikh is to assist the Grand Sheikh in all affairs, if he lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly according to the Circle 7 in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is a holy day of rest, because on Friday the first man was formed in flesh, and on Friday the first man departed out of flesh, and ascended unto his Father God, Allah. For that cause, Friday is a holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Act 3. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No members to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and a parcel of the government. They must live their life accordingly. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple of America is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, while teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and a parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, who inhabit the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members will promptly attend their meetings and become a part and a partial of all the free acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members will pay their dues and keep in line with all necessity of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Then you're entitled to the name of faith. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All motion miracles will keep the hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant from the holy prophet, Dr. Ali, through the guidance of his father, God Allah. Dr. Ali found motion miracle prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, to Ali. Amen. All Science Temple, Merck, Home Office, 2905 5th Street Southeast, Washington, D.C., 20032. And I have raised my question in this law from the Mormon by the Prophet of Ali at 1. Grand chiefs and governors and heads of all temples or businesses. He said temple must be approved by the Prophet of Ali. Before acting upon by any members that it be fined as property or any line of life that will cause let me start over again. Act 1. The grand chiefs and governors and heads of all temples or businesses. Each said temple must be approved by the Prophet of Ali. Before acting upon by any members, they be fined as property or any line of life that will cause the members to sacrifice, fine, etc., that will cause support of any group of members. Any form of officer that violates these laws is subject to remove from his office under heavy restriction, etc., by the Prophet or the Grand Chief. Act 2. All members are to attend the added meetings and the public meetings promptly. If a member is found standing around in the meeting period, he shall be fined 50 cents on the first case, and on the second, he will be fined $1, which will go in the emergency fund. If a member is working, his monthly dues must be paid. And if he has money in the bank, he must subscribe for as much as he is able to the most uplifting fund because he finance to uplift the nation. Act 3. It is lawful and divine duty of every good member, if he is able to finance, to aid in saving the nation. If he does not, he is an enemy to the cause of uplifting his own people and just as much nation. Let it be he or she, according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as I have the power invested in my hands, and I will have to enforce the law in order to save the nation. Act 4. All members, while making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag or to rebel against the church or any member of any organized group, because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school, and the teacher must confirm himself to the questionnaire. And if every member exercises 5 senses, they will do so, because out from the Sunday school comes the guidance of the nation. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality. If we are teaching our people their nationality, their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and a parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colorful, black people, or Ethiopians. Because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted in 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now. The all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained noble Jew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish miracles are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members will promptly attend their meetings and become a part and a parcel of all the acts of the Moorish Science Temple. Members will pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple. Then you are entitled to the name of faith. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All motion miracles will keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant from the holy prophet, Noble Jew Ali, through the guidance of his father God, Allah. Peace.
That's all. The phone, has that been corrected? Is that on here?
No, it's downstairs.
Downstairs.
I read my Holy Koran. Hope that I would save your life if you apply it in your life. Most Science Temple America is an open, chartered, and incorporated organization. It's a important temple that desires to receive a charter. The prophet has them to issue to every state throughout the United States, etc. Islam again, Lord. It's good to see you all on this rainy day, gloomy day.
He said that one from downstairs.
Everything all right?
Put it on me, please.
And glad that you're here so that we can exercise our five senses. Everything all right?
Yes, sir. Oh, let's go, Chair.
To exercise our five senses. It's good to see you all. It really is, you know. So, a Sunday school instructor.
I see the model is downstairs.
Okay. Hope you're being careful out there, wearing your mask. I still wear mine. I wish only one day we won't have to wear them anymore, but I still wear mine, and I hope you still wear yours, you know. It's not more. Right now, we'd like to call forth our Sunday school instructor, the Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and moderator, Brother R. Jones Baker. Our leader. Good brother, wonderful brother. So,
Islam. Please. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Jew Ali. Amen.
Praise Allah. Thank you. So Islam. Well, why are you here? What you here for? Why are you here? You had 7 years, a whole creation, went through a whole creation. You've been exposed to all type of things. Why are you here today?
Be uplifted.
Be uplifted.
My salvation.
For your salvation. Okay. Come on, Mom. We can walk. Okay. Say it again, my dear. To give praise to Allah. To give praise for Allah. Okay. Come on, Mom.
We came into a condition to solve a condition.
We came into a condition to solve a condition. Okay. All right. What were you exposed to this week that let you, that may have inspired you to seek Allah's hand? Come on, Mom.
My lower self and others.
Your lower self and others. Exposed to your lower self and others. That's good, man. I like that one. Come on. What else? What else were you exposed to that encouraged you to seek Allah?
His wrath.
Come on, Mom.
To save myself from this wrath, the destruction is upon the land at this particular moment.
Oh, no, that's yeah. I hear you, Mom. Come on.
I was exposed to falsehood, and I was seeking the truth.
Okay. All right. Okay. Come on. Somebody else. Trying to make it easy for you to talk. Keep on trembling. It's gonna get a little more intense. Yeah. Come on, my sister. Yeah.
My current condition at that time.
Okay. Come on, yo.
That's right. The question is what we're exposed to. I was exposed to some of my weaknesses.
Yeah, man.
You know, And so I know I need to come over here and see Allah's hand.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Sister Daly,
My negative thoughts.
you're negative. Good. 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 Brother Smith, Bay,
Stay conscious.
stay conscious. Striving to stay conscious. What's the advantage of being conscious? What advantages do consciousness offer you?
To be consistent in that which is right and recognize the other.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's well put.
Yeah.
That's well put. Come on, Sister Shingley. Well, I switched up on you. I changed channels. So, but the question is, what advantage does, now this is not the exact, but this is the same gist of it, is what advantages does consciousness offer you? Awareness. Yeah. So what is the advantage of being aware? Huh? Knowing, go ahead. Go ahead. Knowing what? You can get it. Knowing what? What do you want to stay conscious of knowing? That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right. That's right. Praise the Lord. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. Look, let's try to pick up the momentum. Meaning, you're going to have to speed up the way you think. You want to see? You got to speed up the way you think. If you want to see, you got to stir up the what? Ethers. And once those ethers become stirred up, what happens?
Condition change.
Your condition. That's right. The condition of your what?
Thought.
That's right. Your thinking. That's right, Mom. That's right. And the more rapid the ethers become, the more you're able to see. Not from without, but from where? Within. Because we're trying to see from where? Within. Because we want to start our progress from within. Progress begins from within, not from without.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Who made you?
Allah.
Who is Allah?
Allah is fallen
Can we see him? Where is the nearest place we can meet him?
in the heart.
Who is Noble Dua?
His law's prophet.
What is a prophet?
Allah manifested in the flesh.
What have you been able to hold? What have you been able to hold to get you here?
I thought.
I thought. Okay, what thought? We're being serenaded
Yeah.
by the devil. Not you.
And he run around looking at people.
Not you. Not you. No, that's okay. What have you been able to hold to get you here? A thought. What thought have you been able to hold to get you here?
Higher thought.
The higher thought, but in particular, what thought? No question. But what thought?
All members must properly attend their meeting.
No question.
The truth.
No question. Come on, Mo.
Your nationality.
Okay, Mo. Your nationality, but what thought? No question. You're right. But what thought?
The Lord.
Okay.
There's only one God.
Oh, yes, no question.
Thought of obedience
Yes. Yes.
to his precepts.
Yes.
Sincerity.
Yes. Yes. But you've been able to hold the thought that manifested in the flesh.
Ah.
And that is who?
Prophet
The prophet of Allah. You've been able to hold the thought of Allah manifested in the flesh. That's what inspires you to come.
That's right.
You see something in a thought. Allah reveals himself in a thought by way of the prophet Noble Dua. He lets you see love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Yeah.
Through his thought. He's revealing his thought to us. Manifest. Think about that. We are actually seeing a manifestation of Allah's thought in Prophet Noble Duality. And when you accept the thought, you accept Allah. So then what happens? He reveals more by way of gnosis, the revealed knowledge. That's what you got to think about. You can never let go the thought, because the thought will keep you what?
Safe.
Huh?
Safe.
Safe. Okay, but it'll also keep you what? We just talked about it earlier.
Conscious.
Conscious. You say you want to be aware, hold the thought. The thought of what? Awareness. You want to stay conscious? Stay aware.
Yeah.
Aware of what?
The illusion.
The illusions of what? The world.
Yeah.
So that when you see the other, you can do what?
Identify.
Identify. Because the other will manifest itself. But your advantage is, you know the manifestation of Allah's thought. Meaning you can tell the one from the other.
Yes.
But the only thing that prevents you from doing that is who?
You.
You. Come on, baby.
And also be able to identify and know how and learn how to deal with it.
Yeah. That's the key.
Mhm.
Knowing how to address it.
Yes,
See, because you can't be confrontational with the devil's thought.
that's right.
Because that's what the devil wants you to do. Because in the confrontation, what happens?
He gets stronger
He gets stronger. That's right. Why?
because he's playing by his rules.
That's right. And you are acknowledging his existence.
Come on.
I was gonna say you lose consciousness.
You do.
I would say you lose sight of reality.
You do. But that's the key. That's the purpose of the illusion. To pull you out of reality and put you in the illusion. That's the conflict. Or that's one of the aspects of the conflict that can't be told in words. When you're going through something, you can't talk about it because you're just coming into the understanding of it yourself. Providing you're not caught up in your passions. Because if you get caught up in your passions or your feelings or your emotions, you're going to miss it. Come on, Mom.
More feel that we came into the illusion. We was blessed
Yeah.
to be able to receive
Yeah.
a prophet.
Yeah.
It brought us to understanding
Okay.
on how to come out of it.
Okay. Okay.
That's the best best thing to happen to man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one good. Yeah. To be able to recognize the illusion while you're in the illusion.
That's right.
Can you, what happened to us once we entered into the illusion and we didn't know that it was an illusion?
We got going up.
And you did what? Accepted their teachings.
Yeah.
What teachings? The teachings of the illusion. So we had to have some divine thought to help us come out of the illusion because only Allah could bring us out of it. Come on.
Could I say that divine thought was one word, and that's the nationality?
No, I wouldn't circumscribe it that way. I would say that it is one of the words.
It's all coming in one.
Well, I'm saying I would not, I'm just saying that's the way you would say it, but I'm saying I would not necessarily say it that way. Okay, but I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying that's not what I would adopt to
Did
say.
you come into the light?
Don't try to convince me. I'm just saying, I hear what you're saying,
Right.
but I just don't see it from that perspective.
Okay.
Okay. See, because you may not accept this perspective. I would say the word is be. B-E. Be. I'm not going to try to convince you, but if you're saying, if it's going to be one word and you're saying that the one word is nationality, I would say the one word that I would say would be be. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that you're wrong. Yeah.
It's
Yes.
You were speaking in reference to holding the thought,
Yes.
and that's what helps us, when we do go into those tests
Yes.
of our lower self, trying to draw us out
Yes.
of our reality and bring us into the illusion.
Yes.
See, that holding the thought is that connection.
Yes.
Remember the prophet indicated, it was a quote that he said, he has mended the broken wires and connected us
To the
back
higher-
to
that's right.
higher power.
That's right.
And that's why we gotta stay connected, and the way we stay connected is by holding the
The thought.
thought.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Hold the thought and become the thought that you're holding.
Yes, you must.
But that goes both ways.
Mm.
Because you can hold a devious thought and you will become devious. You can hold a slanderous thought and you can become a slanderer. So whatever you're holding, you will become.
Yes. Unless you address it.
Unless you address it. Because you do what? Feed it.
Yes.
And when you feed something, what happens?
It
It
grows.
grows. The more you feed it, the
It's-
stronger
it
it
gets.
becomes. Come on.
And that thought travels with you too.
It's no question.
Everywhere you go.
It's no question. And what does that thought do while it's traveling?
Attract
Attract what?
other thoughts.
Other thoughts like it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's why reflection is very important.
Yes. What does reflection do?
It gives us opportunity to assess where we're at along the way.
That's right.
Which way you going? Where you I thought about something the other day. It said, what did the higher self say to the lower self?
Yes.
And it said, where are you going, say?
Yes.
Sometimes we have to ask ourselves that same question. Where are you going?
Yes.
Based on the way you think.
Yes.
Because sometimes we be in our lower self and we be going places.
Yes.
And we be doing things in that way of thinking.
Yes.
So sometimes sometimes I used to look at it outwardly,
Yes.
but I gotta ask myself, where are you going?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
What's the purpose in what you're doing?
Yeah.
And that
Come on.
I consider myself as a child.
Yeah.
Because at this point now,
Yeah.
when I came into this lifestyle, this life that I'm living,
Yeah.
this life that I'm living,
Yeah.
you understand? I was not knowledgeable, I was not understandable of my actions.
Okay.
So when you consider that way, you consider someone like a child
Yeah.
that hasn't been taught
Yeah.
manners.
Yeah.
So for the whole 60 or 50-something years of my life, I was like a child.
Okay.
You understand? Didn't know which way to go, didn't play the front.
Yeah.
We was like children.
Yeah.
And we are still children.
That's right.
And the only way that we can grow up
Yeah.
to be what Allah wants to be, we have to come into this knowledge more.
Okay.
Direction of our education.
That's good.
Praise
That's
the Lord.
good. That's good. That's good. That's hey.
Praise the Lord.
That's good insight.
Mm.
Come on, bro.
Praise the Lord.
Back to the reflection,
Mm-hmm.
and we were speaking in regards. That's also one of our first steps toward examining our
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah.
And once you reflect,
Yeah.
then you gotta examine your heart.
Yeah.
Because you reflected on what's taking place, what you examine and see what are you holding in there that caused it to take place.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
So we gotta use those kind of together, I believe.
Yes.
To reflect and then examine, because God said to see where you're at.
Yeah.
You gotta examine
Yeah.
where you're at. You gotta
Yeah.
examine it.
Yes.
It's not just looking back, but also going in so you can see, why am I doing that?
That's right.
What am I holding in here that caused that?
That's right.
And I'm practicing the Prophet's teachings and I'm still going there.
That's right. That's
Trying to
right.
see what's going on.
That's right. That's
And,
right.
we talked about last week, triggers, different things that causes you to, maybe allow behavior to come forward.
Yes.
So we gotta examine those things and all those in our heart.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
We're holding there, because it comes out and it manifests.
Yes.
So we gotta examine it and then and look and see what the causes of those things are.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Come on, Sister Elliott.
It's I'm thinking what Grand Sheik was saying about examination, and I'm thinking about sincerity,
Yes.
right? Because we can examine, but we got to be sincere
Yeah.
and be ready to make a willing sacrifice, because we might not like what we find, and it might be hard to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Let it go,
Yeah.
because we're so used to it and it's comfortable to us.
Yeah.
So I mean, the examination is good, but do it with sincerity
Yeah.
and understand we got weaknesses, but the weaknesses is holding us back. So
Yeah.
you got to be
Yeah.
willing to make a sacrifice.
Yeah.
I gotta let you go because you're not helping me, you're harming me,
Yeah.
right? So I was thinking when he was speaking about that, about sincerity and willingness to sacrifice
Yeah.
some of them things that we think is right.
Yeah. Yeah.
The illusion is got a great hold on us.
Yeah. If you're not sincere, what does that deprive you of?
Growth.
It does. It does. What else does it deprive you of? When you are questioning yourself, but you're not being sincere, what does that deprive you of?
Truth.
Yes, 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 it does. But what else? Huh?
Lack of the will.
Lack of the what?
Lack of the will.
Well, yeah, it will. Yeah, I can see where the lack of will come in at. What'd you say, Mom?
It's learning from one and teaching the other.
Okay, okay, okay. Come on, Mom.
Who say doubt?
Doubt. Okay, okay. But listen, ask in sincerity and you will what? Hear. With what? Instruction. So if you are lacking sincerity, you don't hear. You're asking yourself, what I have found about me in my heart, I'm asking, how do I remedy it? Or how do I address it? But if you're not sincere, you don't hear. You don't hear. And you don't hear the instructions that show you where to go for the answer.
That's right.
Allah knows the determination.
That's right. But you gotta, if I'm trying to be better, I gotta sincerely ask myself, what can I truly do to help me to become better? Then, that's only one phase. The next phase is accepting the answer. Because you may not like what it tells you you're gonna have to do.
That's right.
You may have grown accustomed to a certain behavior that has rewarded you in your efforts to please yourself. And that pleasure that you have received from it is hard to let go. Hard to let go. This thing has given me satisfaction for years. Yes, it's carnal. Yes, it's of the lower nature. But I'm still bound down to carnal life. Now, can I make the proper assessment to determine as to whether or not I need to let this go? And my need to let it go is stronger than my desire to receive the pleasure that I receive from it. You're talking about getting us something you like doing. You don't think you're going to have some type of That's right.
Jesus went through it.
That's right.
Jesus
And
went through it.
fear.
That's right.
And fear of
Yes.
the unknown.
That's right. That's right.
Jesus,
But just like you said, Jesus did go through it.
he went through it.
And then he told us we got to go through it too. Come on, Ed.
And you know, and that's the good thing and purpose of why we're here.
Yes.
He's showing us how to go through it.
He's showing us how.
And the more that we come in and adhere, and at least, and I was saying this stuff just to myself on the way here,
Yeah.
that if I can give myself any credit for anything, I can say I tried.
Yeah, man.
And that's what we have to do. We have to try.
You got to.
We got to try these instructions.
That's right.
And the more we try, we gain strength.
Yes.
And I don't take credit for anything if I'm successful, but I just give myself enough credit in this regard that I was able to adhere his instruction and I tried it.
That's right.
And the more I continue to try it, the more that I can be successful, as well as gaining strength to go further.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Look what you said. Try.
Strive.
Mm-hmm.
What is to try? What does try mean?
I like the word you said last week, strive.
Strive is
Strive.
yeah, yeah.
Making
Yeah.
Making what?
Trying,
The
yeah.
attempt. Making the attempt. Okay. What else does try mean? Putting forth an effort. Meaning, if I gotta make an attempt, if I gotta put forth an effort, what must I employ?
Believe.
Your will.
Yes,
You got to have what? Willpower.
yes.
Not only to start it up, but to keep it going.
That's right.
Then the question is, can I hold it long enough so I can get some confidence in it? Or can I get it started, but as I go, I start losing confidence? Because now I have to remember, there's an element in me that wants to prevent me from even trying in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
What is that element called? Doubt.
The tester.
That's right. See, remember, doubt is of your own raising.
That's right.
You doubt yourself. And when you doubt yourself, you don't give yourself enough credit to know if I just continue to hold, I will manifest the thought that's most dear to me.
Along with understanding that there's gonna be bumps along the
No
road.
question.
Yes.
No question. Come on, Mom.
But listen, Mo, what do it say about doubt?
Right.
Man, that doubt.
Yeah.
How did it go? You know where I met with that?
Yeah, I feel.
What did I say about that?
But remember, remember, Tim, this is
Ooh,
what I
doubt.
can call. Doubt is of your own raising. Truth is but one. That's the other part. That's the part that needs to be heard. Truth is but one.
That's right.
Doubt is of thine own raising. It comes, you doubt yourself. Come on here.
And so, but you know, you asked a question when you first started in reference to, and I'm not quoting verbatim, but in reference to why are we coming here, or why we come here. And part of that is what we're discussing. What we're discussing, and as you make an example of when we don't hold, coming here helps us to reinforce.
Yes. Yeah.
Reinforce our belief and faith.
Yeah.
We're going to have weaknesses. We're going to have moments.
Yeah.
Because he told us we're not good nor evil entirely.
Yes.
So we're going to be tested. And therefore, at times, doubt will set in and some of your inability to hold firmly.
Yeah.
So we come back.
Yeah.
We come back so we can reinforce it.
Yes.
See, the in and out, if you don't come here consistent, and that's really where we're headed, to consistency.
Yep. Right.
That's what keeps you whole.
That's what keeps you.
Consistency.
That's right.
But we have to come here to build that up, and we reinforce it by having these conversations,
That's right.
hearing these instructions,
That's right.
hearing from each other. Because I said something Friday that we gain strength from each other.
That's right.
So we have to keep coming in here and hear
That's right.
what others are seeing in
That's
their experience.
That's right. That's right.
Because we're going through the same ways of life.
That's right.
We passing through them, and he said the problems are social and economic.
That's what he
So
said.
we all
That's
got the same issues.
That's right.
So we come here to help reinforce it, not only within ourselves, but letting others see that you can do it too.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And remember, when you stay away, you get sluggish,
Yes,
whether you want to admit it or not.
that's right.
Now the devil will make you think, I can pick right up where I left off the last time I was there. But the last time you was here was years ago.
Speak the word.
So you come in here thinking that you can fit right in. You won't give yourself no time to see where everybody is. You just gonna come in here with the portion that you left with. Because you haven't been here, so you can't get nothing different. When you come in here, you help yourself to stay at a more rapid way of thinking.
Mhm.
Because we're talking about things that are much more faster. But when you miss time, you slow down because the world is beginning to have its influence and impact on the way you think.
Yeah, you everyday life. Everyday life.
Come on.
And we must keep in mind, it's a movement.
It's a movement.
And it continues to move.
The move. That's right. Whether you're moving with it or not.
It's a movement.
That's right. That's right. Come on, Crawford Hill. Crawford Hill.
Like the doubt, can't doubt be healthy or positive in a way?
It's all dependent upon how you are thinking.
Yeah, because the wise
He
man.
does.
doubteth
But the wise man, listen what he's saying. The wise man doubteth all.
changes his mind.
That's right. But it's the fool is obstinate, meaning look, I'm holding on to the way I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying, Brother Ashley. What causes doubt? When we change our mind or when we see something?
You know what doubt is?
Not sure.
It's like a lack of belief in a certain position that you've taken.
Unsurety?
Yeah, of course, it's
Yeah.
surety, yes.
'Cause you
But
got
remember,
somebody, you know,
there's a time, like you said, it's healthy to doubt.
yeah.
Because then you can do what? Change your mind.
Yeah.
So it's healthy. But remember, it's all dependent upon how you're thinking.
Yeah, you know how somebody asks you something or tell you something, you say, I doubt it, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't disagreeing with them, or you ain't agreeing with them, but
But doubt shows indecisiveness.
yeah, sure.
You're indecisive.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
That's
Sure.
Yes.
That's
Yeah. Come on here. I got you.
And what I would offer to that is when it states that the wise man doubteth often and changes his mind.
Yes.
The other way, part of the way I see that is he's open.
He's open. Yes.
He's open.
Yes.
You know, he's studying, just
Yes.
like we are in here.
Yes.
But we gotta stay open so that we don't just take what we came up with.
Yes. Yes.
Discussing these teachers is it.
Yes.
That's right.
When he said he can't be circumscribed, so we trying to learn this thing.
That's right.
The wise man is trying to learn. That's his doubt is openness to learn and explore other information.
Yes.
Not just be obstinate and say, that's it, I ain't going on further.
Yes. Yes.
So openness in that regard, for me, is where that doubt comes, that using that term doubt.
Yes.
Is
Yes.
that he's open.
Yes.
If he wasn't open, he wouldn't change his mind.
Yes. 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 Come on, Mark.
Prophet spoke of chapter 44, verse 10. He said, what your ancient forefathers were, you are today without doubt
That's right.
or contradiction.
That's right.
So you can doubt all you want. You can doubt all you want.
Okay.
But he said, without, he made the statement.
Yeah.
That's right, Paul.
So that's the statement of that.
That's right.
The
So there is no doubt.
world gonna give you doubt. The world gonna give you doubt.
Come on.
It's gonna give you conditions.
Yeah.
Like that's what the world created to do.
That's right, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson Hill.
Yeah.
Jackson Hill is going to them.
I've come to do a job, man.
I see that. I see that. Come on.
Oh, in that instruction the brother read,
Yes.
it's eliminating uncertainty.
Yes.
It's letting you know,
Yes.
point blank,
Yes.
this is what it is.
But look where the uncertainty comes from, Neil. You.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And that's what
That's where it comes from.
Exactly.
It's how we raised out.
Mhm.
He says to us, we need to learn to love instead of hate. Doubt is you can't love everybody. You see what I'm saying? The wise man, he thinks about it, and he says, based on the information that he gathers, the more information he gathers, he starts to eliminate the doubt. We can learn. I'm not gonna let myself tell me I can't love everybody
Mm-hmm.
and accept that.
Come on.
Because I have examples where love is the only savior of the world. So yeah, that doubt is a thing but it comes from us.
Very good.
Come on, man.
I was looking at things, is how we put it down, how we place it.
Yes,
See, and we have to go back and reevaluate the
Yes.
way we view doubt.
yes,
Because what can do good can also do harm.
yes, yes,
You know, with the wise man, that's a sense of making the proper choice that may suit the situation.
yes,
See, like you would say, he's looking for the best answer to the situation.
yes,
But at the same time, sometimes when we look at doubt as being an avenue of not trying
right,
to do what's good.
right,
Because we question ourselves to a point where we just don't want to do it.
right,
And that's where it does us no good.
right,
So
right. See, remember, you gotta remember something. Man is what?
truth and falsehood.
Truth has its requirements,
Right.
but falsehood has its requirements too.
Yes.
You have to be able to determine the one from the other.
Mm.
And you got to see, so if doubt, you got a doubt that can doubt on the negative side, but there's another doubt on the positive side.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to make the distinction.
Right.
And that's given to you by way of what? Yeah, but by way of what?
Understand.
Understanding.
Understand.
Understanding.
Go ahead, sir.
No, wait a minute, come on, babe, come on, babe.
You know,
No, wait a minute, babe. Come on, I saw your hand.
Praise God. My doubt is what brought me here because the illusion,
Yeah,
the false teaching.
yeah.
I was doubting something ain't right about that.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to find out truth, so I doubted doubt what they was teaching. It's not true. Something is wrong.
Right.
So
right.
it brought me here.
Okay.
That's why I came here because I want to learn the truth.
Okay, that's good. Look, didn't you just say that, baby? Whoever can do good
It also do
can also
harm.
do harm.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Come on, Mom.
I want to get my understanding about the love. When you look at a child, you look at a child as a baby. But God wants you to look at the understanding and the knowledge of what you have.
Okay,
The understanding, look at that. The knowledge of what you have.
okay,
That's the value of what you got.
okay, okay,
Not just the flesh,
okay,
not just what it is,
okay,
but look at the main basis
okay,
of what it is.
okay,
It's
okay.
like
Peace.
peace.
Words of wisdom from Jackson Hill. That's good. Okay,
Study, man, study.
okay. Come on, you. That's your hand.
The most pretty much touched on it. I was just gonna say, you know, just to kind of finalize at least my thought on the doubt.
Yeah,
What it really is the wise man doubts falsehood.
yeah, yeah,
That's what he really doubts.
yeah,
He don't doubt the truth.
yeah,
Now I'm talking about the wise man.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't doubt the truth. He
Yeah.
doubts the falsehood.
yeah,
And that's what makes him open to receiving the truth.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Remember, because the wise man is wise.
Yeah.
So yeah, a statement is made pertaining to the Moorish Science Temple. The Moorish Science Temple of America was founded by so and so, so and so. Well, a wise man would say, by knowing what we know, I doubt if that's the truth. I don't hear that. You know? But now my doubt now is going to do what?
Lead you to research.
Lead. That's right.
Right.
That's the peace moment. Now we're using that same doubt
For good.
for good.
And
Yes.
See, whatever can do good can also do harm. You know? Yeah.
You know, I was thinking too, Brother Lee, in this conversation.
Yeah.
Understanding
Yes.
is the rock in which man
Yes.
builds himself.
Yes.
See, we got to go back and evaluate what we building ourselves on,
Yes.
so that we can receive the gnosis.
Yes.
Because sometimes we could be building ourselves on things that prevent us
Yes.
from being able
Yes.
to see the truth from falsehood.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen overnight,
Yes.
but we got to strive to be more consistent
Yes.
in building ourselves on things that are permanent,
Yes.
more so than things that are not.
Yes.
So that's just something.
Here's something else. What do you think prevents us from seeing that?
Mm.
What do you think prevents us from seeing that? Yeah, it's murky. It's murky. But what is it that stops you from seeing it?
Hard.
Vanity.
Come on.
What hideth a man from himself like what?
Vanity.
Your vanity.
Ooh.
It's your vanity that prevents you from seeing. Because your vanity has already led you to believe that what you're seeing is the right. You leave nothing for perhaps seeing it a different way.
Right.
I got this. I read it and I got it.
Already know.
Already know. So what else is it for you to see? Once you accept, you already know.
Yes, indeed. Come on.
And what's leading you to believe you already know?
Vanity.
Vanity, which is beyond the mark.
Yeah.
And where is it found?
Yeah.
In your heart. And that vanity is in your heart, and it is strong rooted in your heart, what does that prevent you from seeing? Or what does that prevent you from doing?
The truth.
And you're right, but the most important thing, it prevents you from seeing the Allah that dwells within. Because that's the nearest place you can meet it. If your heart is acceptance of vanity, how can you meet it? You think Allah comes into a person that's a vain person? You got to clean up the heart.
That's what purity comes.
That's right. That's when, but you got to sincerely
That's right.
mean it.
And he pierced the secret.
Of it, so he knows. How can Allah tell you something once you accept it that you already know?
Come on, man. Yeah.
You calling yourself God.
That's what you're saying. And that's sometimes done by those who are vain.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the Holy Koran of the Memorial Science Temple of America. We're going to go to chapter number 8. That's the chapter we're starting on today. Now, what we're going to learn in this chapter, we're going to learn about personalities. We're going to learn about personalities. And we're able to look at ourselves. Because remember, we're going to talk about the people who have accepted a certain way of thinking. But they have accepted a certain way of thinking because they have become influenced and intoxicated.
Come on.
They have become intoxicated. And under intoxication, they believe that which is not true. And so our brother Jesus, the same teacher that's teaching us, by relaying to us the experiences that he had to encounter as he attempted to wake them up, is the same one that's sharing with us the lesson that he has exposed us to.
Exactly.
Chapter 8. Jesus does what?
Reveal.
Reveal. See, for you to know something about yourself, it must be what?
Reveal.
Revealed. You don't know nothing about yourself until it's revealed to you. And then when it's revealed to you, you got to do what? Accept it.
Willingly.
Willingly.
Have courage enough.
Have courage enough for it.
Yeah, well,
You better, that's right, Mom. That's right. So Jesus reveals to the people of their what?
Sinful ways.
And what did the prophet come to redeem us from?
Sinful
So
ways.
therefore, he's talking about us.
Come on.
He's talking about us. See, our sinful ways has to be revealed. We can't continue to move in this direction and we don't look at them sinful ways that we have. But we need revealing or revelation. And revelation can only take place when you are ready to receive. You're not ready to receive, you cut off your blessings.
That's it.
In all the cities of Arissa, Jesus taught. At Katak, by the riverside, he taught. And thousands of people followed him. Thousands of people followed Jesus. Why do you think? Just for the sake of conversation. Why do you think thousands of people followed Jesus?
Because they like what he said.
They like what he said. Okay. Okay. Why else do you think they followed him?
I think because they heard something about him before he got
Yeah, yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think it was also curiosity.
Oh, that's right, curiosity. I'm sure curiosity is there. I think they felt the love. Yeah, okay, yeah, they felt the love. That's good. That's right. Come on, sis.
Also, his demonstration, you know, the body and how he presented himself
Okay,
brings about, makes you listen more to what the words have to come.
okay. Come on, man.
John the Baptist stirred the people of the great person was coming.
Okay, now remember, we're in India. John wasn't in India at this time. Okay. Come on, Sister A. McGee, baby.
They were observing him.
Observing you, no question. Come on, Mom.
All nations suffer slavery. We was in a condition.
Yeah, okay,
We was in a condition.
okay.
Jesus showed us the way out the
Okay.
condition,
Okay,
and people took heed to that.
okay, I can hear that. Come on, Mom.
It speaks about Jesus teaching, what he was teaching,
That's right. Okay, that's
and it
good.
caused them to follow.
Okay, what do you want to say, Mom?
They want a better way of life.
Okay, all right, come on, baby.
The word came out, they were spiritual.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. And one of the things that you didn't mention, remember, they talk about the personality of the Nazarene. Personality. What is personality?
What's makeup?
Characteristics.
Yeah, it's characteristics. But what is personality?
It's the song,
It's persona, yes. But what is personality?
Like,
the ways,
The way
How they present themselves.
I represent.
That which is made manifest. About you.
Yeah.
Somebody talk about you, they talk about, you know, that's a good brother. I seen that blah, 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 blah. Well, how do you know? I seen him do so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Or he's always so-and-so, so-and-so. He always has a smile, he always has a pleasant word to say, y'all. That is the projection of his personality.
That's right, Mom.
And that personality, how you project yourself, that can make me feel comfortable with you or uncomfortable. And it doesn't matter how much you may know, if you can't project yourself properly, then you can be misunderstood. See, remember, they talked about the personality of the Nazarene. That means something was standing out, something stood out about this individual.
Mhm.
Now we all identified something. But remember, that's what they saw. Come on, Prophet. I got you here.
Personality,
Yes,
I got a definition of people we talking about.
yes.
Those special characteristics that distinguish a person, a group, or a nation. The sum of such characteristics as they impress or tend to impress excellent or distinctive traits or characteristics.
Yes. Thank you. Come on, baby. I mean, yeah.
It's fine. And then in conjunction with the last part of that description,
Yes.
and you mentioned personality, his personality had an influence,
Yes.
had a positive influence.
Yes.
And so with that influence,
Yes.
thousands of people
Followed him. Yes. Ew. He did the same thing when he was here as Prophet Noble Tuali.
Is that?
It was something about him
Right.
that stood out. He didn't have to open his mouth. But it's something about him.
Yes.
It causes something in me is awakened when I see him.
Yes.
That's right.
It causes me to think about certain things when I see him. Remember, the thought of Allah manifested in the flesh. Don't you think you have to see something different? You're talking about a thought of God being made manifest in flesh. Don't you think that's going to let you see something different? You ain't got to say nothing, but it's something different. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Because you become like that too.
Yeah.
How you do what you do, you can also project a certain personality, which can turn me on or turn me off. And that comes solely from the way you work. Because your thoughts are made manifest. Come on, Mom.
You know, another thing, Brother, I was thinking about, that's why the prophet gives us instructions. Imitate
That's what he said, Mom.
your prophet.
That's what he said.
And if we imitate the prophet to the best of our ability, we will have that same reflection
Yeah,
that Jesus had
Yeah.
and the prophet had.
yeah,
If we imitate it to the best of our ability.
yeah. You know what it's called, babe?
Yes.
Magnetism.
Say that again.
Magnetism.
Magnetism. Okay.
It's magnetism.
It
The
draws.
ability to draw.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And we sing a song.
Yeah.
Draw all men unto him.
Hey, look, when you
You
raise
lift
them
them
up.
up in you.
That's right, boy, in you. That's what I'm saying, Mom. Come on, bro.
You know, I'm like this, you know. That impression you talking about
Yeah.
that he gave that person,
Yeah.
it was the sign, boy.
Yeah.
It was the sign.
Okay.
It was the sign.
All right.
And that sign showed the sign of Islam.
Okay.
And Islam means what it is.
Okay.
Truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for you. Thank you for you. You got the wrong person that's trying.
That's right, girl.
Trying, bro.
That's right.
He's trying. You know, we'd have been here when he was still scratching the surface.
Yeah.
At least he's starting to dig now. Starting to dig now.
You keep coming back for more.
So praise the Lord for that. So anyway, it goes on to say, and all the cities of Arrested Jesus taught. At Katak, by the riverside, he taught, and thousands of the people followed. One day, a car of Jaggernaut, or Jaguar. I was in the, when we was working out on Farm Plaza, I asked a person from India how you pronounce the word.
Right.
And he said Jaggernaut. But I asked, he was from India. He said, because I asked him about the temple of Jaggernaut, how you pronounce it. So he said the word was Jaggernaut. But I have also heard it pronounced Jaguar. So Jaguar or Jaggernaut, we all want to be on the same, I mean, we all know what we're talking about. One day, a car of Jaggernaut was hauled along by scores of frenzied men. And Jesus said, now look, what is important in this particular sentence? What is the subject?
He taught. He taught. He taught.
Now this is the second verse.
All second.
Come on, Mom. Yeah.
Or the mindset of the people that was prepared.
Okay, that's good, the mindset. Yeah, we're going to talk about the mindset. Because in the mindset, we're projecting the personality of these people. Because the mindset we see projected in the manifestation or the manifested state of these people. We see what's going on. So therefore, we can surmise about the thoughts that they hold. Okay? Now, it says, again, one day a car of Jaggernaut was what? Hauled along by what? Scorns of what kind of men?
Frenzy.
Frenzied men. That means they were pulling this object. It was hauled along by scores. Scores meaning what? More than one. There was a lot of men pulling this object.
Yeah.
But the men that was pulling the object was identified as being what?
Frenzy.
Frenzied. Here's a frenzied mob pulling this object. Now what does frenzy mean?
Mindless.
Come on, my sister.
Mindless.
Wildly excited or uncontrolled.
Wildly excited or uncontrolled. Look what he said. Wildly excited or uncontrolled. It says, behold, oh wait a minute. It says, one day a car of Jaggernaut was hauled along by scores of frenzied men, and Jesus said, behold, meaning what?
Look.
Look. This is what Jesus said. This is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh, telling us to do what?
Look.
Right, behold, look. Now he's telling us, see, he's telling us that for a reason. See, that word behold is to us. So we can see the correlation from being wildly excited and uncontrolled, frenzied, and then he's going to point out a difference. He says, behold, a form without what?
A spirit.
A spirit passes by. If it has no spirit, it's what?
It's dead.
It's dead. It's empty. And yet they're pulling this thing in a frenzy. They are wildly excited and out of control. It says, behold, a form without a spirit passes by, a body
With no soul.
with no soul. It is truly empty. No, not only does it not have the spirit, but it does not have a soul.
That's what I was got.
No question. Without a doubt. That's right. It says, a body with no soul. Look at this part. A temple with no altar fires. It is void of life. Totally void. There's nothing there. So what would make the people so in such a frenzy? If what they are hauling along has no life. They accepted other teaching. Idol worshipers. Yeah, Mo. Yeah. This car of Krishna. Who was Krishna?
One of the gods of India.
One of the gods of India. And Krishna was spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. When they speak about Krishna, they speak about the spirit in Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
But they say, remember, this idol is empty.
Mm-hmm.
It says, this car of Krishna is an empty thing. For Krishna is not there.
Come on.
Come on, Mom.
Custom
Custom.
cannot alter
The nature.
of truth.
That's right.
See, they were told that this was Krishna.
Yeah.
They had been passed down from generation.
Yeah.
And for them to accept it
Yeah.
made them be so frenzied because they wanted to meet Krishna.
Yeah.
And they were told that Krishna was there.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, Mom. Yeah. Come on, Mom.
Could it be Christian, a symbol of a heart? Could it be a heart, your heart? Because Christian was not there, so it had to be a place.
Well, when they say Christian is not there, when Jesus saying Christian is not there, he's letting us know that it's void. Because it's talking about this idol that's being drawn along by frenzied men. There's nothing in there. They are pulling this idol, acting as if something is in there. But Krishna is not there.
That's right.
He does not exist in that idol. But they have accepted, as their fathers did, not dreaming they can do all else, they have accepted Krishna being an idol. So Jesus is now trying to enlighten them, to give them another way of what? Thinking or seeing, in an effort or in a hope to raise them up. So it goes on to say, this car of Krishna is an empty thing, for Krishna is not there. This car is but a what? Idol. What's an idol?
Oh, God.
A false god.
An image.
Image.
Something that the flesh has to look at and see.
Okay. Okay. Come on.
Islam. So this was one of the simple ways he was revealing to them.
Yes. Remember, you're exactly right. This is the revelation to those who have ears to hear. This is the revelation for us.
Yes.
For those who have ears to hear. It says, this car is but an idol of a people what?
Drunk.
That's right, drunk.
Look, listen, when you are under the influence of illusion, you become what? Drunk.
Not tipsy.
No, drunk. Look. Hey, know, we ain't talking about having no bottle. We talking about being drunk.
That's very unique how the prophet is showing us that you can be drunk outside of drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
You can be drunk on things.
Yeah.
See, this is something you need to take. You can be drunk on the illusion.
That's right.
Because if it's influencing your way of thinking or
Right.
it dictates how you move,
That's right.
you can easily be classified as drunk.
Yeah, no question. Yes, that's right.
So that's just something
That's right.
I'm showing.
That's right. Come on, yeah.
It's fine. Me and Brother Mother spoke at the same time, said false God. But I was thinking,
Yeah.
these people worship.
Yeah.
So to them, they worship it.
Yeah.
It was their God.
Yeah.
You know?
But remember, Jesus, he's using the people for our benefit
Yeah.
so that we can see.
That it was the way to look at it.
That's right. See, he's showing us, and based on the gift of the understanding that Allah is blessing us with, because remember, when Jesus is speaking, he's the thought of Allah, so that's Allah speaking to man. We can start to see the similarities of what we're dealing with today.
That's right. That's right.
And most of all, understand the role we play.
Exactly.
Come on.
It's fine. And you know, in this example,
Yes.
and we gotta look at everything that's transpiring right here.
Yes.
It's two separate groups.
Yes. Yes.
It's two separate groups.
Yes.
The one, the thousands of people that follow
Yes.
Jesus
Yes.
is one group.
Yes.
The other group is the
Yes.
scores of frenzied men. And I
Yes.
want to define scores
Yes.
to help us out.
Yes.
Scores is 20 or more.
Yes.
So it had an S on it.
Yeah.
So it was a bunch of them. It was
Yeah.
a lot.
That's right.
You know, scores of frenzied men.
That's right.
They were another group.
That's right.
And they were hauling along this thing. Now, the point that when that came by and Jesus told the group that was following him to behold or look,
Yeah.
he was reinforcing his
Yeah.
teaching
Yeah.
to let them see that
Yes.
there's an example
Yes.
of what I'm trying to tell y'all not to do.
Yes. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Because look what he said. They are drunk.
Exactly.
And Jesus is saying that. He's pointing out something to those who are being receptive to what he has to say. They're drunk. They're drunk on the wine of
Cardinal things.
Didn't say off of wine, alcohol.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about.
Like you said. Carnal
Things.
things. So what does that tell us?
We can get drunk.
We can get drunk off the wine of carnal things.
And you know what, though, man?
Yeah.
In this regard, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's almost worse than being drunk on actual wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are, remember the sister just gave us the definition.
Yes.
Frenzy.
Yes.
They're out of control.
They're out of control. Yes.
And that's on carnal things.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that high might not never go there.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
If you stay there,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
so
But Bill, not that. Go ahead, y'all. Bill. But I can identify because I've been drunk on wine of carnal.
Come on.
yeah,
I can remember.
that's why we're
Man,
here.
I was thoroughly intoxicated.
That's why we're
We
here, bro.
all.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah,
That's why we.
that's why we're here to bring us out of that way of thinking.
Yeah, Mo, to bring us out of that way of thinking.
And we got so caught up,
Yeah, Mo.
so
Yes.
caught up.
Yes. Yes.
And what we gotta remember too, boys, is this. That's us.
That's right. Come on now.
We was in both groups.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on here, Crawford here.
Idol, any object of extreme or passionate devotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
A heathen god to which worship is offered.
Yeah. But if thou is to see thy what? You is your what? But if thou is to see what? No. What does the verse say? Yeah, you can pull it on me. If thou, thank you. If thou art to see thy infirmity more plainly, view at thy devotion.
Yeah.
What are we devoted to?
They was devoted to that.
That, yeah.
That form that passed by.
But that form was just a manifestation of the thought that they hold
Right.
that brings about that manifested state of devotion to that object.
Yeah.
But the thoughts are so circulating in there, they're drunk on the wine of carnal things, things. This is just one thing. Come on.
I don't know if this has any significance in pointing out a specific beverage, wine.
Yeah,
And when you think of wine, you usually sip it slow.
yeah,
So if you're accepting something in your life as carnal, slowly, you could become drunk off of that.
yeah, no?
So I don't know if that was a significance of him pointing that specific drink, or that was the only drink at that time. But
Right.
it just made me think of that. You know,
Right.
that could be a significant one why he picked
Right,
that specific way to explain that.
right, right, right. You know, I'm understanding as I read that during certain periods of time,
Yeah.
you know, wine was the major.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
and it's a natural thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
come on, Mo.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the wine, and at that time, the water was so terrible that's what he was drinking. That's why I was drinking wine. But the thought I was having was I can remember me thinking of those being drunk, having those attachments, those emotions, but those carnal things.
Yeah.
And Brother Chase here was talking about never getting enough of that calm. Give me more, give me more,
Yeah.
give me more. Because the world offers those carnal things,
Yeah.
and you never be filled off of it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't never be
That's
satisfied.
right. Satisfied. That's right.
Yeah, right.
Can never quench that thirst, can you?
Not those carnal things.
No. That's good. That's good. Allah says, Allah lives not in what?
No.
Noise. So that's another thing we got to be able to identify.
That's right.
That's how you determine where the loud talkers are. We know in the noise, Allah does not what?
Live.
He's not there. People that need to persuade you by talking loud and trying to get in your head, you need to listen to what they're saying. Just because you may hear every now and then, they talk about, they say Allah too. They say the prophet too. But you got to be able to distinguish noise. You can't just get caught up because you may hear a name.
That's right.
That name may catch your attention, but look at the substance of what's being said.
That's right.
Don't get so caught up on the name that you hear somebody say, see, because some more, you know, I heard some people say something, and they have used Allah's name, they used the prophet's name,
That's right.
they used the name Morris Science of America. And if you just stop right there, you'll end up saying, oh, they love the prophet. But if you listen, you are saying you can hear the words being made in the
semblance of truth.
Come on.
That's what that got.
Come on. Yeah.
Sound effect, boy. That's the sound effect.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Come on, Sister Yali, and I got you more.
It's also with that sound effect, I'm thinking about what you was talking about earlier about personality too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because they can speak in the semblance of truth with a personality that would attract you
There's
too,
no question.
right? Because what we call it, a gift for gab,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And with the, showboating and
Yes.
stuff, the acting and stuff, you get sucked right into it too.
Yeah.
If you don't be able to hear the truth and
That's right.
identify,
That's right.
you
That's
get sucked right into it.
That's why you need to be a member of his flock.
That's right.
Yes. If you're a member of his flock, we know the sound of the shepherd's voice.
Mhm.
Okay, come on, Mo.
I seen some which is the noise.
Yeah.
And I seen that the illusion out there, the 70 teaching,
Yeah.
but it be like a certain rhythm
Yeah.
that's being rehearsed and you hear it.
Yeah.
And then, you can see that everybody be on the same page with
Yeah.
that rhythm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we have it here, we have a rhythm.
Yeah.
Seems like in Sunday school, we all on the same page a lot of times when the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Come on, Mo.
And they talks about the mother virtues and the harmonies.
Yes,
See, the conversation, and when you the spirit of Allah speaks to you inwardly, to your
Yeah.
spirit.
yes,
And it's something about it, it will touch your spirit.
yes,
And you can relate to it
yes,
based on whether a child say it or not, because it's a certain spirit that comes from it.
yes,
Sometimes you get people, like you say, they can quote, they can use the prophet's words,
yeah,
but it's lacking that substance of that spirit.
yeah,
Now, they make their words in the symbols of truth, but you can't see it.
yeah,
It's spirit talking to spirit,
yeah,
so you can relate to it.
yeah,
But you got to be still, and like you say, they still speaks in a still small voice,
yeah,
and he who hears is still.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it comes with work, man.
yeah, I agree with
To
that.
identify.
Yeah, yeah. Quality,
It's not absurd, the noise is out there,
yeah,
prevalent, big time.
yeah,
Always has been and always will be.
yeah,
And when we come in here, we kind of get a break from the noise.
Yeah.
That's what I do anyway.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, when you come in here, the science of growth is what?
Within.
It is, but it's learning to do what?
Identify it.
Be still.
Come on.
See, the key about learning about those things that we don't see with physical eyes is that we must learn to be still. And see, that's not easy for a lot of us. Because in a lot of us, we haven't been taught to be still. And we don't teach ourselves to be still. We feel as though we have to say something because I must make a contribution. And in making that contribution, sometimes it's just noise. And you don't hear what you're really saying because you're caught up in the noise. It takes practice to be still
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
and to be patient. Yes, ma'am.
When you said that, it made me think about just growing up in the world, this world. We used to be taught
To be still. That's right. We used to be.
when growing up. I mean, how many times did your parent or your teacher say, sit down and be still? Or be still for a minute. Just sit there and be still.
Yeah.
But we weren't taught what to do with that still.
Praise
That's
God.
right.
That's
To
right.
be still was just meant to, don't move.
That's right.
Don't get up. I don't want to hear you talking. Just sit there and be silent. When we weren't taught, that's the time that you can go within, that you can reflect. Look out the window, see the sky, do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But we just told be still.
Yeah. And the reason that we fight when we're told to be still is because when we were told to be still, we didn't want nobody telling us what to do. So now, by not learning what to be still for, we rebel. You can't tell me what to do.
That's right.
That ain't right. See, we those are their teaching.
Yes.
And that's what we're trying to get away from.
Mhm.
Yeah. Come on here.
And see, what helps us in practicing and learning to be still
Yes.
is the establishment of principles.
Yes.
We have to have a rule in our life.
Yes.
That gives us rule over ourselves.
Yes.
That gives us control.
Yes.
You gotta establish the principles. And
Yes.
that helps you to learn to be still, so because the principle will teach you that it's time for you to just wait.
Yes.
Patience.
Yes.
And you have to establish other helpful principles too.
Yes.
Kindness and tolerance and all these things. And he teaches us all that. In the book, he's telling us,
Yes.
be patient,
Yes.
be tolerant.
Yes.
Those are means of working toward your stillness.
Yes.
Because even if you gotta listen to the absurdity,
Yes.
you gotta be patient and
Gotta hear
tolerant.
with patience. That's
So
right.
you still yourself to even deal with that, because if you don't, you'll be right back at it.
Yes. That's right.
You try to master the purpose.
That's right.
But you ain't supposed to do that.
That's
You
right.
gotta let it get out and then go on.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Look, I'm gonna cut it off today. I think we've been, I think we got over.
Hey, no, good class, good class.
We're class because you all understand. That's what makes it class. No one person makes this class good. It's your contribution and what Allah is revealing to you in an effort for you to reveal it to us. That's what it's about. All right, peace.
Peace.
Praise God.
Islam. Wow. Yeah, I tell you. Wonderful Sunday school.
Yes.
They're all good. But to me, some of them just stand out a little more than others. This is really good. I mean, if you didn't get anything out of this, positive, I don't know what to
Come back.
Come back. Good Sunday school. I hope that you've gotten something that you can take with you to help in your growth. And at this time, I'd like to call the governor of the District of Columbia, Brother H. Harris Bay, to read my proclamation.
Islam. First, I give praise to Allah and honor the Prophet Noble Ali. I give honor to each and every one of you, and I give honor to everything Prophet Noble Ali has brought for the uplift and the fall of humanity. Prophet wants all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while they work in their homes on the street. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans and causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We offer love, truth, peace, and freedom. And when these principles are violated, justice then must take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn to their card button, cease wearing their turban or fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet therefore is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sins by order of Prophet Noble Ali. Peace.
Islam. I'm going to have, that would be,
Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Ali. Amen.